Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe on your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like mom knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe on your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like mom knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe on your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like mom knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there.
Good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch and we're back. Top of the evening for you. To you, all those of you who are locked online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at me from all over the world, I want to say a special good. And when I tell you all over the world, bet your bottom dollar is all over the world, all over the world. And I hope you had a wonderful carnival. Some of you went to church camps and some of you stayed at home and whatnot. I was wrong. I had some cousins from foreign here, so, you know, when we were in Port of Spain, I went to a couple all-inclusive and little private parties and things, you know. But nevertheless, we are here. And I really want to say a special good evening. And I was telling my persons with respect to production and whatnot, really have to do, I'm going to do a lot of changes on my show because I realize, in fact, I didn't know to that extent. I look at, even though as much as I look at the statistics and the hundreds of thousands of people that look at us internationally, out of Trinidad and Tobago, right? I was in Port of Spain yesterday, and oh my God, I couldn't believe the amount of persons and the amount of tourists we had here in Trinidad. And I was so sad about the shooting on the avenue, where 2 persons were shot, I believe, and 1 UK visitor was shot. That was so terrible. That was terrible. But there's a lot of things have to be done with mass in Trinidad and Tobago, with carnival in Trinidad and Tobago. I think that they really have to invest more into communities and more, because not everybody can make it to Port of Spain. And we need to do, I was very disappointed with mass in Shagona. I was like totally disappointed. Shagona's had really nothing. Really nothing. And you must understand there's an older generation. Not only those who are under 22 or 20 or 30 or over 40, there are persons who are over 50, over maybe 60, would like to come out and experience mass. And we have to kind of put a little more attention on that there. Because I was at Brass on Monday night, and I was just looking at the age bracket and whatnot, and that is what we need. We need to do, we need to kind of shift it around. We should have had a brass show in Central or maybe San Fernando Bring that same show to San Fernando because not everybody could go to Port of Spain. So, you know, sometimes these persons kind of cautious about driving, you know, they're very protective. When you reach a certain age, you think that I don't want to stay home, I don't want to be on the road, I don't want to do something. So you have to kind of, you know, make some level of accommodation for them. And because and you know, I tell you this here, there's a lot of, sad to say, we have not broken that barrier, that cultural barrier between different, that ethnicity. And because I was just looking, you know, I browsing, looking around and say, you know, more must be done to unite people, to unite cultures together. Yeah, more must be done. I don't think that, I mean, it is sad, but I don't think we have reached that level in Trinidad as yet. Yeah, believe what I tell you here. But nevertheless, the brass show was good. There are a lot of other shows, you know, but we really, you know, more must be done to attract more people and more persons who are a bit older, I don't want to sound like Don Lemon from CNN making a sexist statement, but you know, he's getting a lot of mashup for that. Yeah, a lot of mashup for that, where he said that one of the presidential candidates, you know, I think she's about 50. She's not at the peak of her life, and you know, she's not the age and whatnot. There are a lot of people, and I was so impressed with brass, so impressed that I couldn't believe. I mean, there are chairs and everything there. I'll show a little video, but sometimes it's good to move around and just get ideas. That is not, it's not just a chutney thing and a carnival thing, and carnival is for one kind of people, and no. We have to bring it together. We have to unite. We have to bring it together. Some of the shows from Port of Spain. Some of the shows are from Port of Spain. Okay. Port of Spain, Central, San Fernando. So those from environ from Central could come. Those from, we all in Port of Spain, Princeton could go to San Fernando. So you spread it around. You have the velodrome. You spread it around. You bring what they have in Port of Spain, you bring it in different parts of Trinidad. So you share the thing, you share it. And whatever money is allocated, you know, you give the performers, you give the same thing like I believe on Sunday, it's Sunday, boy? I wonder if it's Sunday or Saturday. They had all the different artists and whatnot. All the different artists, on Saturday, I think on Saturday. Yeah, they had all the different artists. They had a big music truck, lock off the avenue and thing. These are the things we want to see. A lot of people are very disappointed. I mean, even though as much as we have a safe carnival, there are a lot of people want to come out more in Shagona. There are much more you know, the business community need to come forward and really, all the burgesses and whatnot in Central have to come out and really do something nice for carnival. And maybe, as somebody pitched an idea to me, that in fact, 2024 in carnival, I play a big role. Crime Watch will play a big role. I play a role because I think that I saw a lot of things that a lot of people took people money for all inclusive, and the people really didn't get the real thing to eat, you know, real nice things to eat and whatnot. A lot of all inclusive there that it could have been better. There's you know, and we must have even for those who have advanced in age. I don't know where people get this idea that they will never get old. I mean, it's like, you think you'll never get old. You know, I never imagine, I'll tell you this, I'm not going to say that, but a lot of people just think that they will never get old. So they think that the elder, that is why I must compliment, and there's something I need to tell you too, that until Winston Gypsy Peters, the chairman of NCC, they got to do better with the washrooms. Yeah, you can't be, I mean, as much as you're spending, you know, we are having shows in the Queen's Park, Savannah. You can have, and I tell you this, seriously. I had foreigners with me, I had a lot of foreigners with me. And we were having drinks and whatnot, people from Boston and Brooklyn and, you know, And boy, when they had to go to that washroom, I mean, they had nice things selling food and, fish and chips and corn soup. It was nice, and you could buy your alcohol there, you could have brought a cooler. But my God, imagine, okay, when you're popular, I cannot go behind a tent and do so. No, I can't do that. So now you can't stop on the highway or stop somebody because, boy, somebody can put a camera, you have to take out your glasses, and you have to make sure nobody are watching because, and here it was so disappointing that just using the washrooms, those washrooms are terrible. You should go in different places, all around the world, you have nice washrooms, and you can't be buying food outside and in the savannah, and when you see, no matter what liquid or what stuff you put that these things wouldn't smell, human feces wouldn't smell. You can't have that floating all. Those are craziness. This is 2023. You understand? That is craziness. They have all kind of fancy toilet. Put up. The government should invest in putting proper toilets, similar to what they did in Maracas. I was chatting with some foreigners and they were telling me, have you ever used the washrooms in Maracas? I said, no, not recently. They said, well, you should go. The washrooms in Maracas Beach, better than the beach. I said, wow. They say, yeah, you believe it's beautiful. And people don't mind if you have to use the washroom. You pay $5 or something, but you have people there constantly cleaning, wiping. Carnival time, you don't want to put up no glass and to look at yourself and whatnot. No, maybe you can have a glass outside. So when you come, you fix back your clothes, you check and see if your zipper down or whatever. But you have to think, people are thinking out of the box. I mean, these times I go to use a washroom and I was like, when I come in there, because remember, I didn't go to VIP. If I wanted, I could have gone, but I did not. Because I wasn't going to leave my friends and them because, I saw everybody there. I even saw the former commissioner of police, Everett Snaggs, because I parked right behind him. So he was like, and something the police was telling me, so he was like, you're giving the police trouble, Ian? I said, hey, where you going, Mr. Snaggs, where you going? Because I think he was there with his family and whatnot, and great guy, but nevertheless, we need to have better than that. We really need to have better than that. And you know who I met also on Sunday? I met Chris Gale, I met Dwayne Bravo, and I met, you would not believe, I can show you the photograph. Yeah, I met Chris Gale, yeah, the cricketer. Yeah, we're chatting. I'm just going to show you like different shots and whatnot. And I also met Dwayne Bravo. I was at a party at Brian Lara's house. Yeah, I was at a party at Brian Lara's house. Everybody asked me, first time I didn't know I could pull off a white pants if you could remove the CG bar, yeah. Yeah, yeah, pull it off. I'm not often a white pants guy, but I just decided to wear white pants. You look a nice shot of me here. And you won't believe somebody I met that made my night. I think she's an amazing, amazing woman. It was a pleasure to have met her. Now, I've met her before many years ago, but personally, also before we go, I met with Brian Lara. We were just chatting and whatnot. He had a great party. He had a great party. One of the best, and I tell you this, Brian, it's one of the best all-inclusive that I've gone to, that I've gone to. Believe me, it's one of the best. It's one of the best. Well, you have Hyatt, you have Lara, and also just to let you know, you won't believe, I met Mrs. Rowley, Sharon Rowley, very distinguished woman, very, 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 very distinguished woman, very, very distinguished, very classy. Very, very classy. I could not imagine how they could have said so much terrible things about this woman. She's such a pleasant lady. And so it was nice. I also met former Prime Minister Basdeo Pandey. He was at the party also, yeah? We had a little video. We were smiling and chatting and whatnot. And, yeah. So we chat for a little while. And he had he had his own crowd. Believe me, he had a crowd. And everybody wanted to take photos of him. And he looked well. You know what I've learned with him? I tell you something. He looked like a guy who don't tote at all. And that guy, for his age, he looks amazing. And that is how you just need to go out. You need to go. So when Carnival come, we must put things in place for those who have advanced in age. Those who have advanced in age. Maybe have a nice package for Juve for them, yeah. You know, they are mature people who want to go juve and have fun and whatnot, and have nice stuff. I thinking about right now brainstorming. In fact, I spoke to a lot. I spoke to a lot of promoters from foreign, yeah, those from New York and London and whatnot. Yeah, I spoke with them over the weekend, and I can't say strange enough, but they thought, you know, they were all excited to see me, you know, to have met me in person and whatnot, and they were telling me, look, we need to do this, you need to get involved in the Caribbean, you need to, you know, like next time when they have carnival in Barbados or whatever, you know, you need to go crop over, you need to really throw yourself out there, because you won't believe your following is amazing, and I'll show you the figures. So we're going to continue. I'm going to show you the video from, I know you want to see the clip from Brass, but you're going to see it. You know, on Friday the 17th, boy, on Friday the 17th, I left you with 86. The murder toll was 86. You know, today, Ash Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, it's 95. It's 95, yeah, it's 95. The murder toll now stands at 95 for the year. 34 murders have been recorded for February thus far. 34, ladies and gentlemen, and we have just reached the 22nd of February. Between Friday and Wednesday, the country recorded 9 murders. 7 of the murders happened on Saturday, while two took place last night. So they had, on Saturday alone, they had 7 murders and 2 last night. So we had 9 murders, because when I left you, on Friday, it was 86. Now, it's 95. Okay? 9 murders recorded over the long carnival weekend. 3 of the incidents were double murders. So we had 3 double murders over the weekend, which happened in Arapita Avenue, Woodbrook, Montserrat Village, San Fernando, between Vegas and Second Caledonia in Morvant. So there are 3 double murders. There are a total of 14 double murders, 5 which occurred in the Northern Division, 2 in the Southern Division, 3 in Northeastern Division, 1 in the Eastern Division, 2 in Port of Spain Division, and 1 in Central Division. Out of the 95 murder toll that we have right now, recorded for the year thus far, 84 were committed with the use of firearm. 3 victims were beaten, 3 were chopped, 3 were stabbed, and 3 deaths have not been classified pending postmortems. 7 females, including a 6-year-old girl, were among the victims murdered. So we have now, the murder toll is 95. So let's start. On Tuesday, 2 men were gunned down, 3 other persons injured during a shooting incident on Tuesday. That's yesterday. The shooting happened at a house between Second Caledonia, Vegas community at Upper 7th Avenue, Malick. Initial reports indicated that around 4:40 p.m., several persons were linemen at a light pole, 69B, Second Caledonia, when 4 men armed with guns entered. The suspect opened fire on the group, killing 30-year-old Keon Thomas and Anthony Elvis Pearson at the scene. The other victims were taken to the hospital for medical treatment, where their condition remains unknown. Police have classified the incident as gang-related. So, hi caller, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Now remember, it's Ash Wednesday. We have a lot to cover, so I'm not going to take too much of calls. We're going to make it for 30 seconds. So if this person is not calling, take him off. Also, ladies and gentlemen, hours after the double murders and triple wounding, officers of the Northeastern Division Task Force shot and killed a man identified as Ricardo Martin, a.k.a. Max, in the same community as Vegas. So here they have him moving down taking him down the stairs here. So hours after that double murder that took place in Morvant, a man was shot by police, Ricardo Martin, a.k.a. Max. As you can see, they are taking him down a stairs. Hi caller, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Next caller, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 11 police involved killing for the year thus far. On Saturday, murder mayhem are 7 hours apart. Okay, murder mayhem are 7 hours apart. The killing on Saturday first started with a double murder along Arapita Avenue in Woodbrook during the early hours, where persons were linemen in on Carnival Saturday. One of the deceased was been identified as Atiba Rodriguez and Jesse James, both of Romaine lands in Morvant. James and Rodriguez died at the scene of the shooting. Around 4:25 a.m. on Saturday, 18th of February, 2023, Police Constable Dowell and Police Constable Ali of the Woodbrook Police Station responded to loud explosion at Arapita Avenue on Saturday. Upon arrival at the scene, they observed 2 men of African descent lying motionless on the pavement near Club 63. 37-year-old Tessa French, a British national visiting Trinidad for Carnival, was also shot in the right calf and was taken to Portsmouth Hospital for medical treatment. Sergeant Mohammed and officers of Region 1 Homicide Bureau of Investigation visited the scene and started investigating along with ACP Collis Hazel, Senior Superintendent Rishi Singh of Homicide Bureau 1, and Acting ASP Lal and other officers from the Port of Spain Division. So again, this is the area in front of Club 63. You know? But I'll tell you something, and that is so embarrassing, yeah? So embarrassing, and I think the government should have made sure maybe taken this girl to this national to a private institution for medical treatment, make sure she's well secured and, you know, organized and whatnot, because this is embarrassing. You'll come for Carnival. I real shame thing out there, you know. That is a lot of shame. I mean, even though, boy, that was just terrible. That was just terrible. So I think that they should have really, you know, pay extra attention to this national visiting from the UK where she was shot. As I was telling some friends on Saturday that, boy, on Sunday, that girl should have been taken to a private hospital, you know, private room, and, you know, you come because something happened, man, you know, because it's looking bad. It's looking real bad. I only hope they didn't leave the girl in the hospital just so on, you know. But it's really sad. Also, Komoto man died at hospital following a street brawl near the Komoto police station on Saturday. The deceased, all this happened in a 7-hour span. The deceased had been identified as 34-year-old Junior Cox of 117 Komoto Main Road, Komoto. A police report on the incident stated that around 10:25 a.m. on Saturday, 18th of February, PC Chance and PC Plaza of Komoto Police Station received a report of a body on the side of the Komoto Main Road opposite Frontline Food Establishment. Officers went to the scene and observed Junior lying on his back on the pavement on the northern side of the roadway, barefooted with a pair of black slippers seen on the eastern side of his body. Swelling was observed above his right eye, what appeared to be blood emanating from the back of his head. Cox was taken to the Arima District Hospital by AHS personnel, but succumbed to his injuries around 11:23 a.m. Police were told that around 4 a.m. on Saturday, the 18th, Cox and another person were involved in an altercation along Komoto Main Road, Komoto, with other men from the area. Objects were tossed and several persons were hit. Oh boy. With glass bottles, including the deceased. So terrible. A brawl on the road left 1 man dead. The victim brother, you know, and I'll tell you this, that family is going through a lot. That family is going through a lot because this same guy, Cox, that died in Komoto, his brother was murdered in December, you know. Cox's brother, 31-year-old Roger Cox, was gunned down while visiting a friend near Komoto Junction. Yeah. So the family lost a son in December. They lost our next son now for Carnival. Also, the body of a man was found with gunshot injuries in some bushes at the side of the road at Waterfield Arima around 3:45. Woman Corporal Batson Fletcher and PC Bolondia of Arima Police Station were on mobile patrol when they responded to a report from the Police Command Center about a body in some bushes in the vicinity of the Curry Farms Limited at Windsor Road, Waterfield. When the officers arrived, they observed the lifeless body of a male who was described as of mixed descent, approximately 30 years old, brown in complexion, slim built, and approximately 5'10", tall, low haircut, and a gouty beard, nursing an apparent gunshot wound to the left side of his head. The deceased was clad in a yellow jersey with blue long jeans and a pair of black Nike slippers lying on his left side. The DMO, Dr. Mendoza, visited the scene and ordered the body removed pending a post-mortem at the Forensic Science Center. Police believe the victim may have been killed elsewhere and his body dumped in the area as nothing evidential value was found at the scene. Inspector Maskell, Sergeant Ramuta, Woman Corporal Mendoza, Woman Corporal Thompson, Police Constable Sitaram, Woman Police Constable Carter, Police Constable Mirage, Police Constable McQueen were among of the officers who visited the scene Woman Corporal Thompson is probing the incident. Also on Saturday, before I take this break, on Saturday, a San Fernando man was gunned down. The same day he turned, and this guy was gunned down on his birthday. The same day he turned 28. He was 28 years of age outside his Mbakade home on Saturday. 28-year-old Sherland Cooper of apartment 304 Block P, Mbakade, San Fernando, was declared dead at the San Fernando General Hospital around 7:26. Around 7:05 on Saturday, 18th of February, Police Constable Guerra, Police Constable Ramlochan, Police Constable Francis of the Southern Division Task Force, one mobile patrol when they responded to a report about a shooting at Mbakade. When officers got to the scene, they were informed by residents that Cooper was taken to the San Fernando Hospital in a private vehicle around 7 p.m. Several loud explosions were heard in the area. Cooper was later found by a relative with gunshot injuries about the body, lying on the second floor. Crime scene investigators found and seized 9 spent 9mm shell casing, 3 projectiles at the scene. Among the officers who visited the scene were Inspector Ram Logan, Sergeant Elvin, Acting Sergeant Dave, Woman Police Constable Mohammed, Police Constable Bola of Homicide Bureau Investigation probing the incident. Imagine who would kill somebody on the day of their birthday. Terrible, 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 terrible. And we're going to continue. Let me just go on with this one. Less than 2 hours later, Southern Division officers again responded to a shooting incident in St. Martin Police District where 2 men were killed. The deceased have been identified as 47-year-old Owen Denzel of St. Andrews Park, Coquia Village, San Fernando, and 43-year-old Terrence Rollins of McNaughton Street, Pleasant Park, Pointe-a-Pierre, and Irie Village, Coriel Road, Princestown. Around 8:45 on Saturday, 18th of February, Acting Corporal Maltu and PC Nangu of the St. Martin Police Station were mobile patrol when they responded to a wireless transmission about the shooting at Red Chief Restaurant and Bar at Mount Stewart Village, Naparima, Mayaro Road, St. Martin. When the officers got to the scene, they found both victims with gunshot injuries about their bodies. Police were told that around 8:40 p.m. on Saturday, the deceased were lying with another man outside the Red Chief Restaurant and Bar when a car drove up and 2 men exited armed with firearms and opened fire on the victims before fleeing the scene. Crime scene investigators found and seized 3 9mm spent shells and 2 projectiles and 8 spent of 5.56 shell casing at the scene. 3 9mm spent shell casing. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, you are getting the news. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is Wednesday, the 22nd. Okay? Last time we were here, last time I gave you the statistics was on Friday. Yeah, Friday. So I'm going to give it back to you now. On Friday, I give you statistics. In February, people watched, that was Friday the 17th. In February, people watched your videos 696,435 times. That was just for February the 17th, right? That was February the 17th, right? You know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we have gone to, between Friday the 17th, we have gone from that to 775,000 now. 775,000 now. 558 have seen your ads and have seen Crime Watch. Also again, hold on. On Friday, our videos, all our ads, and everything that we put up on this platform, YouTube, got 2,151,546 views in 2023. That was on Friday, the 17th of February. It's Wednesday, the 22nd. We have gone from that to 2,230,769 views. So that is where your ads are being seen. That is where everybody's being. And that is why I tell you that we are coming out just now. We're going to come out just now. And me see. So we have still now on Friday we had so far our views on this channel have gotten 47 million. Friday was 47,328,417 views. Today we have 47,407,640. So it's just going up and up, and that is why here what we're going to do now. That a lot of you have reminds and whatnot. I see that you're paying prices that nobody's watching. Some of you have, like, you want to carry your funeral service, because we're going to start it from next week. Yeah? You want to carry your funeral service live, and you really want people to see you and whatnot. Some of you might have spiritual, like religious function, church functions, and some of you might have a remind and want us to carry it maybe from 7:15. We can carry it live for you, live on our platform, and all these things we will be looking at right now. Some of you might have your fetes and up the islands, have events and whatnot. It's the only platform where you can really see your business, as they say, and some of you might and that is just YouTube, because we haven't shared the I.A.N network on Facebook as yet. There is a next way past 1 million. I.A.N app, where you download the app, the I.A.N.org, and I.A.N app on your Android phone. I.A.N, you can download it from iPhone, any Android phone. Also, those of you when there's no Facebook, there's no YouTube, you just go to I.A.N.org. So we're going to take a fast break. One of the first breaks that we have, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you courtesy Car City Tradings. And Car City Trade is the #1 source for high quality, new and used Korean parts. Also, Darren's Air Condition, who've just started off with us today. When in doubt, turn to the expert Darren's Air Condition Services, supplier of Infinite, Lennox and Pioneer brands of affordable prices, from low as $2,550. And also Gable X, remember all the big bottles and the plastic bottles and whatnot. RMA Hardware and Superstore, St. Rose Funeral Home, he's great. CTS College, Homeland Marketing, and Harry's Water Park. And I hope you had a really, really lovely time at Harry's Water Park. That's the #1 water park to go at, and there's so many stuff you can do. There are 47 acres. I've been to Harry's already, the cabanas where you can cook, and it's private. Somebody just want to go private. You want to go, as they say, private on the lows. So friends and whatnot, we went a couple of times. I've been there, and it's really nice. It's really, if I tell you it's classy, it's classy. It's really classy. The cabanas are amazing. So you could stay there, have your own air condition, you have your own bathroom, everything. Nice cabana, about 7 or 8 years in a row, and it's a private road you can go in. So I know a lot of people go there. So when you got some time, call Harry's and ask him about it. This is I.A.N. Let's take a fast break.
Car City Trading is your #1 source for high quality, new and used Korean auto parts. We are well stocked and carry a wide variety of engines, starters, compressors, alternators, power steering pumps, fans, sensors, head and tail lights, bumpers, grills, shocks, cradles, steering racks, and so much more. Let us help you improve your car's performance. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo #2. Call us to get a quote at 645-2603 or WhatsApp at 704-2246. Automotive is what we do. Car City Trading. Quality products, fantastic prices.
When in doubt, turn to the experts. Darren Air Conditioning Services, suppliers of Infinity, Lennox and Pioneer brands at affordable prices. Units from as low as $25.50 installed. Professional servicing starts at $175. Contact us today. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
What once was glass is now plastic. You get all the benefits of glass without the drawbacks, and only Gable X packaging will get you there. Plastic application works with all the existing capping methods, so the change is simple and seamless. You get visual clarity without the fragility, as well as less scuffing, scratching, and label tearing. We do PET. PET brings many advantages. You get durability and rigidity. It's more economical, durable, recyclable, and beautiful. Our purpose is to help you profit from what's inside the package, and the outside profits the plants. Get ahead of the competition today. Contact Gable X Packaging Limited.
At RMA Hardware and Superstore Company Limited, we make hardware shopping a lot easier and affordable. We have everything from foundation to finish, new wave or I'll using circular deck and pan, pre-painted PVDF, BRC grade 1 red blocks, eco cement, corrugated or smooth steel, and so much more. Approved by the Trinidad and Tobago Bureau of Standards. Come in to any of our 2 locations, Derrick Road, Chase Village or Royal Road, Aruca. Give us a call at 671-3001 or 692-3629 or WhatsApp 384-2530 for quotations.
St. Rose Funeral Services. We don't just say we care, we show that we care. 24/7 removal services, international shipping and embalming, pre-planned funeral arrangements with complete burial or cremation, locally made caskets and coffins customized for your loved ones. When you're leaving, leave in style. St. Rose Funeral Services, number 5 Basilan Street, Tunapuna. Allow us to honor your family members. Online chat services on Facebook or WhatsApp 492-6096.
Are you dissatisfied with your child's SEA placement or CXC results? Get better grades at CTS College Private Secondary School. You can manage your child's workload by selecting the number of subjects they study each year. Benefit from outstanding student support, live interactive online classes, recorded sessions and dedicated teachers. Ideal for students entering forms 1 to 5, repeaters and mature students. Registration is ongoing. Visit us online at ctscollege.com for more details.
Marketing Company Limited and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Chiconas, or call 235-4283 Gate or 235-4766 Iron.
Harry's Water Park, a place that brings families together. Enjoy over 47 acres of non-stop fun with more than 25 water slides. Come and experience our newest attraction, kids ziplining, fishing arena, and play park. Enjoy our paddle boats, wave pools, lazy river, natural trail, football and volleyball, kayaking, go-kart rides, and so much more. Located at 160 Tabaki Road, Rio Claro, call 798-0049, or you could try 466-9748 or 392-4829 for more info.
They're looking at something here. See, this is the number for me, please. I'm sending it to you. Let me don't call this number. Let me check and see, make sure first. You know, a bandit who shot, in fact, I want to say a happy belated birthday to Roddy. He's an avid viewer of Crime Watch. And we didn't get to say it on Friday to him. I hope he had a great day, a great weekend and whatnot. So Roddy, all the best to you. Happy belated. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a bandit who shot a man while attempting to rob him of his vehicle in Chaseville on Saturday was shot and killed by an off-duty policeman who witnessed the incident. The incident happened outside Samkis Bar. Wow! That's right in Chase Village. Right outside Chase, right in Chase Village, yeah, the incident happened outside Samkis Bar along the Southern Main Road in Chase Village around 12:20 a.m. On Saturday, 23-year-old male victim was shot in the leg when he refused to hand over the keys to the Nissan Tida motor car when the suspect demanded. 2 off-duty police officers who were at the bar celebrating a birthday saw what transpired, and one of the officers used Trinidad and Tobago Police Service issued pistol and shot the suspect, who was later declared dead at the Shagona District Hospital. Very good, officer, very good. The officers observed a man of East Indian descent, slim built, clad in grey-colored hoodie and 3/4 pants, approaching a parked Nissan Tida. This is the video here. Do we have the video? No, don't show the CCTV video. So yeah, as you can see, right in front of Samkis here. Right, come back to me. Also, ladies and gentlemen, 3 separate shooting incidents in Tunapuna district overnight are engaging the attention of police. The shooting happened at Mingo Road, Tunapuna, St. Vincent Street in Tunapuna, and Chatham Lodge Street, Tunapuna. 18-year-old Jaheem Burrows of Mingo Road in Tunapuna was shot and his cousin's car torched during the early hours on Wednesday. According to police, around 5:30 a.m., Burrows' 36-year-old cousin was at his Mingo Road Tunapuna home when he heard several gunshots. He later went to the investigator and discovered his motor vehicle, a gold-colored Nissan Tida PCT 3109, engulfed in flames. He later learned that Burroughs, his cousin, was shot in the leg and the police were notified. The victims were taken to the Mount Hope Hospital for medical treatment. Officers of Tunapuna Fire Station responded and were able to extinguish the blaze, but the vehicle was completely destroyed. In another shooting incident in Tunapuna again, one man was shot and wounded while the other injured after the vehicle they were inside crashed after it was riddled with bullets at Water Lane, St. Vincent Street, Tunapuna. 32-year-old Siobhan Edmond of Bamboo Trace, Tunapuna, remains in serious condition at hospital after he was shot about the body while inside a car at Water Lane, Tunapuna last night. Another man, identified as Matthew Pierre, sustained injuries after the vehicle he and Edmond were occupants crashed after it was shot at by unknown persons. According to police, around 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday, officers of Northern Division Task Force responded to a report about the shooting at Water Lane, St. Vincent Street, Tunapuna. Upon arrival, the officers observed a blue-colored Chevy hatchback registration PDT 4324 crash in an empty lot of land along Water Lane with bullets holed to the rear and left side of the said vehicle. Edmond and Pierre were discovered outside the vehicle. Pierre had injuries consistent with vehicular crash, while Edmond had injuries about the body. Police took both men to Mount Hope Hospital for treatment. Officers of Northern Division Crime Scene Investigation Unit recovered 52 spent 5.56 shell casing at the scene. In a third shooting again in Tunapuna, two persons were shot after they were attacked by an armed gang along Stratham Lodge Street, Tunapuna. According to police, around 12:17 on Wednesday, the February, the 33-year-old and 31-year-old victim, both of Stratham Lodge Extension, Page, Tunapuna, were walking south along Stratham Lodge Road. The duo were then approached by a group of men who were armed with guns and cutlasses. Several shots rang out as the suspects fled the scene. The victims were discovered shot. One person was shot in the left hand, while the others in the left leg. They were both taken to Mount Hope Hospital. Police also later found and seized a cutlass at the scene. Before I take another break, I'm giving you the news one time. A 29-year-old man was stabbed about the body by his common-law wife's sister during a domestic brawl at their Malabar Rima home on Saturday. The victim has been identified as Bruce Riley, while the suspect is 19-year-old Sydney Jimenez, the sister of Riley's common-law wife. Around 1:10, the officer of Malabar Police Post went to Lamppost 1 Coconut Drive, Malabar, where they met and interviewed Afisha Green, Bruce Riley common-law wife, who informed them that around 10 a.m. that day she was assaulted by Riley during a domestic quarrel. Green, police said, was slapped and punched on her nose by Riley, which prompted another family member to intervene. Another relative, identified 32-year-old Dominic Joseph, reported to the police that Bruce attacked him after he asked him to leave the house. A scuffle then ensued between Bruce and Dominic, which resulted in Jimenez intervening in an attempt to break up the fight. She was struck behind the head by Bruce as she stabbed him about the body with a kitchen knife. Wow. Police later advised all victims involved in the fracas to seek medical treatment. Woman Police Williams of Malabar CID is probing the incident. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we still have that commercial building for rent. I think you all should call these people and them. Those of you who have big companies, or maybe you want to open a nice restaurant or a club or something, and whatever you want to do, or maybe a government office would like to go there. You all I know there are a lot of persons from government looking at the show right now. You should go check that building. It's a great building. I want to say a special hello to Sukai Diesel. Brings you outstanding, exceptional quality. We carry original parts, diesel pumps and injector overhaul, diesel pumps and injector testing, and it also offer machine shop services. Also Total Tools, one-stop station. Great people, great people. Newly opened Total Tools, one-stop station outlet located at 797 Papuri Road, Lower Barkpore. We are the only authorized dealer registered store in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. We carry cord and cordless drills, power saw, cutters, hammers, drills, and whatnot. So they are the only authorized distributor registered store in Trinidad and Tobago to carry Total Tools. They have some great people here, great advertisers. Want to say a special to Varma Steel. In construction, time is money. Get your roofing material at the #1 supplier, Varma Steel. Shop today, collect one time, collect upon purchase or have it delivered less than 24 hours. Remember when some of these places that tell you it's somebody hardwares on them, days after, and they don't care if they have laborers waiting for the material, maybe the next day, you're going by this morning, you say, well, tomorrow the fella's coming out. Terrible. Varma Steel not giving that kind of service, 24 hours. Also, SNS Passat Supermarket, they got some great deals. Liqua Construction, if you have a yard to pave, you need machinery, whatever you need, somebody to put up a wall, maybe do an extension, do a building, these are the people to call. Also want to say a special to Racetrack is having a blowout sale where deals are unbelievably low in rims and tires. Check us out at any location. 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruka, 64 Southern Main Road, Chase Village, and 82 Bethany Road, Boko, Tobago. So ladies and gentlemen, we have some good advertisers. We have some persons who understand the figures. They understand the figures, and they want to get their product out. Let's take a fast break.
New executive architect designed 2-story commercial building for rent, 2 minutes from the Piarco International Airport at BWIA Boulevard. Ideally suited for corporate business use, parking for 120 vehicles, 3-phase electricity, elevator outfitted with toilets and kitchenettes, fully approved by all statutory boards, air conditioned and ready for immediate occupancy. Call or WhatsApp Jacqueline at Star Surge Exclusive Real Estate Company Limited, 355-7119, 383-7797, or email for appointments and information.
Sukai's Diesel Service brings you outstanding and exceptional quality. We carry original parts, diesel pump and injector overhaul, diesel pump and injector testing, machine shop services, complete diesel engine overhaul, engine dyno testing, turbocharger repairs, government approved vehicle inspection station 1. We are the premier source of all things diesel. Call us today for an appointment at 671-0900. If it's diesel, it's Sukai's Diesel.
All your Total Tools products are now available at One Stop. Total Tools One Stop Tool Station is an authorized distributor and the only registered store in TNT in the entire Caribbean. Get the best prices on pressure washers, drills, water pumps, and so much more at our fully air-conditioned store. Find us at number 797 to 799 Papri Road, Lower Barrack Court. Open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. or contact us at 3672 or 654-5996.
In construction, time is money. Get your roofing materials at the #1 supplier, Varma Steel. Shop today, collect upon purchase, or have it delivered within 24 hours. 28-gauge pre-painted roofing sheets, $27 per foot. 26-gauge pre-painted roofing sheets, $36 per foot. Get purlin, steel beams, high-grade roofing sheets, chain link wire, decking pans, and much more at Varma Steel. Order, pay, collect, and go. It's that quick and easy. Visit, call, or WhatsApp today.
It's Bacchanal Bargains at SNS Passat Supermarket. Get everything you need for the road at unbeatable prices. Get Falcon aluminum foil, 2 for $20. Santa Rosa sausage, 4 for $20. Gatorade assorted, 3 for $25. Brunswick sardine, 3 for $20. Miran whole kernel corn, 3 for $25. Maybell's flat pack ketchup, 3 for $20. Ramen Delight, chili and chicken, 4 for $20. SNS paper towel, 3 for $20. SNS bathroom tissue 12 pack, $20. And much more. Shop and win Lux all-inclusive fed tickets when you spend $500 and over, or get a chance to win Tuesday on the Rocks tickets. Join us at Fit for the Road and Aerobics Burnout event on Saturday, February 11 at 3 p.m. Win 1 of 6 fully loaded coolers, spend $300 and over to enter. Number 91 High Street, Rio Claro, 24 St. Anne Street, Mayaro, and number 3 Guayari Main Road, Mayaro. SNS Passat Supermarket, simply better shopping.
Are you embarrassed by excessive hair loss, itchy flaky scalp, receding hairline, teenage and adult cystic acne, open pores, old scar marks, puffy dark eye circles, age spots, black lips, psoriasis, eczema or dermatitis? Do you want to get rid of deep lines and wrinkles, stretch marks, cellulite and discoloration around the neck, arms and between the legs? For a professional consultation and a microscopic analysis with Ms. Bagan, who has over 30 years of experience, Call 673-7418 now.
We are professionals in general construction, paving, asphalt services and preparation of residential and commercial developments. At Liqua Construction Services Limited, our team of professionals has the knowledge, experience and resources to make your projects run smoothly, on time, on budget. We supply red sand, gravel, oil sand and more. Equipment rental available. 20-ton excavators, mini excavators, portacool, bulldozers, concrete pumps and so much more. Contact us today for a free site visit and quote. First 5 orders will receive a gift voucher from Raquel Motor or a Robert Graham polo shirt.
Santana boy, you can pick me up?
Yeah, where you?
By Racetrack Wheels. Boy, I went inside and I lose my mind. It's the best in brand name rims and high performance tires for so. They have special, so I make my name. Ha ha ha!
Panarine, you don't have a car?
Patsy gon' kill me.
Racetrack Wheels. Number 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca. Number 64 Southern Main Road, Chase Village. And number 82 Bethany Road, Tobago.
So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so I just wanted to show you. You know who I met? I met Police Officer Dwarka. Yeah, Police Officer Dwarka. He was on, yeah, there's a nice photograph of him there, Dwarka, the motorbike police officer. Everybody knows Dwarka, everybody knows. I also met a nice MTS security there. They were at a school. Yeah, right here. Let me see that nice lady there. Really, really pleasant. I also met I.A.N. George, and he was with in fact, my cousin and I, we spent some time in Port Elizabeth. That's Bernard Samuel. He's an avid viewer, but he's also my cousin, the guy in the yellow hat there. So I met I.A.N. George and whatnot, and you know, that's Bernard Samuel there. Remember Bernard Samuel's sister, my next cousin, who worked at Trackmark. Remember, she passed away a couple of years ago. Really, really sad. That's Judy Samuel. That is Judy Samuel, brother Bernard. And also, well, I was dancing with the patrons, and you know, at Brass. I took out a nice little video dancing. But I don't know what you're going to get a lady name, but look at me here. It was just having fun. Yeah, so it was really nice and nice. Ricky Jai was there. Ricky Jai did well in Brass here. Ricky Jai, but he did well. Ricky Jai, and then and this guy, what's the guy named boy? Ding Dong. Yeah, Ding Dong can mash up the dance too, you know. Ding Dong, like he like good bacchanal. Yeah, I like Ding Dong, and that's what they call him, Viking what? Huh? Viking Ding Dong. But again, ladies and gentlemen, that thing with the washrooms, and they need to do better than that. They really, you know, I'm calling on the NCC chairman and whatnot. You have to do better than that. Not in times like this. You have people now. It's not a matter. It was just 150 to come to Brass. It's not a matter because the caliber of people that were there. I mean, you could have seen there. They were very distinguished people. Just coming to have a good time. No bacchanal and cussing and for chair and all kind of thing. They did the chairs nice. I sat down there. But I did not know no reason to say, Bernard and I was in front, and you know, we just thinking like, oh, you know, it was just fun. And some lady just come say, come on, dance. Then I did black man. It was just that beautiful spirit, yeah? That unity, that real unity. And boy, when we went to buy food, they need to do better with our washroom thing. You see all them kind of toilet? We don't deserve that. We're better than that because you can't go to places abroad. We need to reinvent. That was a long time thing. That was in the 80s, and we are ready for that kind of washroom. Charge people. Let them know. I'll let $20 for the facilities now. To wash your hand, to urinate, for women to do a little powder up and whatnot, to go and powder up, little powder room and whatnot. People wouldn't mind paying. You wouldn't mind? If I know I was going to go to washroom, I might even pay $5. I might get the person who's standing up there a little tip away, all little $50 they were. Like up yourself. You know, I'm that kind of person, but I mean the food was nice, but Brass was good, but we had to really do something with them kind of washroom thing. You can have people like former commissioner and thing in the crowd and who is who. I mean, I've seen some real who is who, eh? Real who is who was in the crowd too. Not everybody went to VIP. Nobody went to VIP. Sometimes I'm not that kind of VIP guy. Yeah. Rather, you know. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello? Hi. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the police service has announced that an investigation has been launched into the violent arrest of a suspect by 2 officers near the Princestown police station over the weekend. A clear cell phone video of an incident emerged on social media on Carnival Tuesday, which has been condemned by thousands of citizens who saw the video where 2 plainclothes police used violence while attempting to arrest a suspect. The suspect had been described as a young, mentally unstable man who roams the street in Princestown. Officers stomped on the head of the suspect while he was on the ground and even kicked and cuffed him while he struggled with them. The aggressor of the 2 officers even knelt on the suspect's throat but stopped doing such after a man recording the incident shouted, "He can't breathe." So, I said there, you know, come back to me. I don't want to show all that kind of, you can go to my website. You can go to my website, that's ianallen.org. You can go to my website where you'll see that video. You're going to see that video, you know, in its entirety, and you'll be able, you know, it's not blurred or anything. Also, hours after the cell phone video went viral, the TTPS issued a press release which indicated that Commissioner of Police Earl Christopher is aware of the video and the persons involved are in fact police officers and an investigation has been launched. So they sent out you know, okay? Well, Richard Smith, my good friend, Mr. Smith, who's in charge of Southern Division, what day he celebrated his birthday, Mr. Smith, great guy, he's in charge. Also, a cell phone TikTok video emerged over the weekend which showed a police officer identified as PC Ramnath was arrested by PC Andy Smith and charged with resisting arrest at Diamond Village. There's an interesting development. The video showed the police entering the home of PC Ramnath and pulling him by the arm, taking him out in the roadway. Ramnath, who pleaded to know why he was being arrested, was eventually wrestled to the ground and handcuffed and taken away. Policeman who sustained a fractured arm during the incident was later taken to the sun. So this policeman was arrested at his home. Let's start it over, please. It's a short video. Start it over. Audio.
You can walk inside my premises without warrant, sir. Just first of all, my name is Officer Ramnath. Right. Good day. How you can walk inside my premises without warrant, sir? Just first of all, my name is Officer Ramnath. Right. Where's your name? Smith from the right. From where? Right. That's from it. So what is you're holding my hand for? So what are you walking? Just wait till you walking by. Go easy. I never resist nothing. Watch my, I never resist nothing. Wait, what is he doing? So where's your ID number? So you just come inside, yeah? You understand? You're walking my premises just without asking me a question. What's my big thing? You can put it in the work. I know what's up, you there? What's up, you there? What's up, you there? You got this camera? Yeah. What you say? What you say? This not abuse, what's it? What is he doing? What is this man doing there? What's it?
But what the policeman did?
I know what this officer doing there? I know what this man doing there? What's my hand damage, you know? They just break my hand on the bus. Right? Stop resisting. I never resist. You're walking my premises just to grab me without asking me any questions, you know? You understand? What's my? What's my? Give my family. You know, before you come here now. You understand?
Or is that estate police? Okay, but still he should be, you know, but anyhow, you have money to collect because nobody never say what you've been arrested for. Nothing, I mean, it's not a matter of that estate police, but a certain degree of respect too. You understand? Well, I don't know why people do that because, always remember, you know, everybody just be ranking police and big boy thing and all kind of thing. Once a police, twice a civilian, yeah? When you were a civilian, you decided to become a police, you entered the barracks, you entered and you train and whatnot, they appoint your police. But brother man, all the rank and all the senior soap and all the ranking thing and the ACP and DCP and all this set of thing, where you're buffing up your neighbor and you're stopping music truck and you're ranking. Brother man, the role of a normal citizen awaits you, you know. Once a police, twice a civilian, yeah? Always remember that. And a lot of people don't get that in their head. Don't get that in their head. But let me tell you something. I stand before you here today. Once I.A.N. Allen, always I.A.N. Allen. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good day, sir.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, everybody knows he's a big stink piano fan.
Serious? Get his number for me. Get his number for me. And saying that I'm a sting P&M. Wow, you shouldn't say that. But you know who I met on Sunday? A really great woman. Yeah, I met the wife of the Prime Minister. Really nice lady. Very, very, very distinguished woman. Very distinguished woman. I told her I met Chris Gill. Yeah, I met Bravo, and I met Lara there. Lara treated me really good. It was so nice. We had a great time at this house. I tell you, watch me. And I also met Pandy. Oh God, you're going to bring back everything? Yeah. Pandy and I chat a little bit and whatnot. Want to say a special to one of our advertisers again, Neo Eyewear. We are in the millions, yeah, we are in the millions of views. Neo Eyewear, Caribbean hair transplant. Boy, my hair looking amazing. Boy, watch me, real people on the half. Tell me, I.A.N, your hair look good. All in the parties and whatnot. Watch me, I.A.N, your hair come back. Believe me, come back. Looking real hot. I have a next phase to do. I have about two sections to fix up nice and thing. But boy, I tell anybody go and do it. Well, fix yourself, yeah? Look good, smell good. Look good, just look good, just look good. Well, some people might say, okay, I think about Panda, but I hope when you reach our age, you're looking so, and you're not like an old horse, as they say, peen on your tail. You understand? Because Panda look amazing, amazing. The guy for his age look amazing. Well dressed, smelling on point. Watch me. The man on point, the man on point. The website company.com. Hey, Double R did some nice food for us on Friday at my studio. Yeah, he did some nice food for us. The pilau. You didn't get none? Serious, all you didn't get none? Okay, Double R, you need to send back more some pilau for me. Plenty of people didn't get because it was so good. One person said the last time they eat pilau so was when the grandmother was alive. Real Trinidad pilau. Watch me, the man can cook a mad pilau. A crazy, watch me. I know everybody can't cook pilau, yeah? And to eat pilau after the little lime here. Because he did plenty, because there's a lot of people in the back liming and it was just food and drinks Friday night at the studio. But he did a crazy pilau. So Friday you'll do back a pilau for us, Double R. Also Jay's Auto Song Solution, Chic Leisha, Tire Clinic Truck Department, Garden Junkies, and The Best Toys. Let's take a fast break. And even what you can do, let me see. Piaco Palace and European Day Spa.
When NASA set out to explore the reaches beyond our world, they needed a material that would hold up to the demands of the unknown. Flexible titanium. Engineered from the same alloy used for missile heat shields, Flexon set the new standard in durable eyewear. Flexible titanium eyewear.
Available at Neo Eyewear, 91D Main Road, Suite 1, Montrose Mall, Chaguanas, 672-5052 or 390-3196.
Morning. Hi, morning. Well, I'm all ready, I'm all set. Yeah, I'm really excited, really excited.
Frank wants us to do a set from front to back.
Present your business professionally by calling a websitecompany.com. We'll create a website to expand and digitize your business, sell products, receive orders, and accept payments. Convert visitors into customers. Prices start as low as $3,500. No monthly or annual fees.
Get delicious meals and cold drinks at Double R Restaurant and Bar. Enjoy local cuisine daily and our Saturday Riverline menu. Fireside duck, cascadoo, goat head, lagoon rice, and more. Delivery available in the Chaguanas area. Call us today for more info.
JS Autosound solution for all your car audio and security needs. Specialized in best quality Android head units, 360 camera, amplifiers, subwoofers, and much more. Located at Mad-Eye Imports Compound, Barrapore. Call today at 488-9253.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose, and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg, and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 4808715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
Now opened at our Montrose Chaguanas branch, Tire Clinic's truck tire department with a faster tire changer, the largest service bay to facilitate all your heavy equipment needs. We carry tires for cars, motorcycles, or get your alignment done all at one spot. Call or visit us today.
Jump up and save more this carnival with our exciting deals and special offers on all your favorite items at tbesttoys.com. With ride-ons starting from as low as $2,699. Bicycles and tricycles starting from $399. Baby bathtubs starting from $79. Baby bottles starting from $54. Baby blankets starting from $79. Carter's 3-piece outfits starting from $145. Car seats and booster seats starting from $220. Strollers starting from $485. Baby carriers starting from $495. High chairs starting from $599. Pools starting from $59. Visit us in store at First Floor Movie Town, Port of Spain, Porter's flagship MacBean at Eastgate Mall, Trin-City, or shop online now. Don't miss our Grand Carnival sale. We have the best brands for the best prices.
The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, is having a press conference tomorrow at 2:30. We're going to carry it live. We're going to carry it live on all our platforms. And those of you on YouTube and all our super apps, those of you who continue to like us on Facebook and follow us on Facebook and like us and subscribe on YouTube and download the I.A.N app so you can't miss the news. There's a big press conference, so I don't know what he's coming out to say. Also, I'm sure you are aware by now that that Ian Alvarez and Keon and Lions Hard-Fed won the road match with 135 times played. Also, Nyla Blackman, Thornhill, come home, got 106. Marshall Montano, like yourself, got 50. So, you know, they did well. And also, I saw that they crowned this guy, the Chutney Soka at CSM, Daddy Chinese. Yeah. Hey, that guy, you see this guy here? He really worked hard over the years, but that man was really in the ditch for a good while. But hats off to him. I felt so proud, yeah? He started to cry and, you know, he did well. Want to really big him up today. Okay? So also, ladies and gentlemen, Anand Bisoon, a.k.a. Fly, reported chase and shot a man along Dookie Singh Street extension in St. Augustine on Saturday. Bisoon was captured on CCTV video walking the street bareback and barefoot with a gun in his hand after the incident. Late last month, Bissoon, during a telephone interview on Crime Watch, said he changed his life after he aired an image that showed him brandishing a gun, which he said was an old video he had handed over the weapon to St. Joseph. That is same Bissoon? What are you doing walking with a firearm? He shot at a man on Saturday in Dookie Singh Street. Extension. Wait, but I thought you changed, boy, because you called my show what day it was. We have the clip? Go ahead, play the blade, go ahead.
Incident up by me here, and I did end up going to St. Joseph police station and give up myself.
And wait. So, but when the video and everybody saw the video, so them just take the gun from you and send you home?
No. I did lock up for about 2 or 3 days.
And they never charge you?
No, I didn't charge because I wasn't in no crime or nothing with the gun. I just went and gave up the gun because my brother had died recently and I did buy the gun.
Oh, you gave up the gun? Who you give the gun to?
Yeah, I went and gave up the gun.
Remember, you said,
my brother was
for one of time, you're running for time. You said he changed his life and thing, but I can't understand how I.A.N Bissoon AK fly, chase and shot at a man along Dookie Singh the video. You let me down there, man. As a man, big you up, man. What the jail is this, boy? They went and take body gun from the station, or? Also, a Tobago CPAP worker was killed during a car crash after he overtook a line of cars along the Claude Noel Highway in Lambeau Village. Lambeau, after playing Juve in Crown Point, Tobago, the deceased 33-year-old Dwayne Winchester of Canby. He became Tobago's first road fatality victim for the year. Winchester died on impact. So sad, they're so sad. There was also a serious accident. I need to tell you, before we go there, also, ladies and gentlemen, in Diego Martin, there was a serious road traffic accident Sunday night near Victoria Garden Ford, where a van crashed into a barrier which entered the front and exited the back of the vehicle. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Wait now, Daddy, wait. Daddy railing inside the vehicle? Anybody died? Way. Also, a woman was beaten and raped by her boyfriend's friend after liming Aruka early on Carnival Saturday. Around 2:26 on Saturday, 18th of February, the woman was liming at Aruba Bar, located at corner of Eastern Main and Royal Promenade Road, Aruka, with her boyfriend and his friends. Sometime during the lime, the victim boyfriend left her at the location. She inquired from his friends. But why you going to leave the girl for? According to police, one of the woman's boyfriend, male friend, led her to a location further down Royal Promenade Road, where she believed her boyfriend was. The suspect then dealt her several blows about her body and had sexual intercourse with her against her will. And the victim began screaming. A man and woman who were at the area ran to the victim's aid, and the suspect quickly fled the scene. Well, that's an easy crime to think out, because they must know who's the suspect. But we can't waste our time, man. You gone with girl liming carnival and thing before carnival and all the liming and thing, and you leave the girl just so? Still, how can I stink man out here, you know? Also, just to let you know, there's a big oil spill right now. It's on what page? It is a big oil spill. Yeah. I don't have it here. Which page it is? Residents of Ferrier Circular, Guayaguayari, gathered in protest early today after they've been affected by a Heritage Petroleum Company oil spill. Since last week, villagers complained that they were getting sick from the smell of oil. So there's a big thing going on in Guayaguayari, and nobody really taking on the people. Since last week, people getting sick, cheering at a rush to hospital, all kind of thing. I don't want to read up, I don't want to go that, no. That vice president thing, no. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Health issued a press release disclosing that 145,000 cans of Enfamil and has been recalled That's what they're saying, yeah? So look out and see which one you have, huh? Also, I didn't tell you, American Airlines has directly apologized to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley for the incident which occurred at the Chedi Jagan International Airport. Very good. Very good. I love that. On Wednesday, the 15th, staff of the American Airlines counter at the airport refused to check in the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister Rowley and St. Vincent and the Grenadine Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez from the VIP lounge and instead informed them that they had to come to the check-in counters just as regular passengers. Rowley and Gonzalez had attended 2023 International Energy Conference and Expo in Georgetown, Guyana, and departed on American Airlines for Bahamas to attend the 44th regular meeting of the CARICOM Conference of Head of Government in Nassau. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, the Progressive Democratic Patriots, PDP, stand by its political leader, Watson Duke. In a press release issued on Thursday, the 16th of February, the National Executive, NEC, said that they stand in defense of the party PDP and support the strategic direction of its political leader. Okay. But who write that for him? But you don't know executive? Everybody leave. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll talk about him. Also, following the result of Chutney Soca Monarch finalist and former CSM Queen Ramraji Prabhu in a Facebook post expressed how displeased she was with this year's result. Prabhu stated that the producers have no respect for female entertainers and they are humiliated by them by crowning a child, the Queen of CSM. Go ahead. A message was, well, we're going to get into that. I'll come off that. I really don't want to get into that. Well, Caitlin was on, you remember Caitlin here and she was crowned the queen. That's nice, that's nice. I see nothing wrong with that. I ain't see nothing wrong with that. I ain't see nothing wrong with that. I ain't see nothing wrong with that. Yes, the girl could sing. She sang in Nagar and thing for Anil Beam funeral and things. She sang well and she came here. Remember, she came here with her sister and she sang and we were sure the best. I tell her no start. Remember, I told her that. I said you're gonna reach far. You're gonna reach. I tell you something. When I see her, I can see a stardom in somebody. You know, just looking at them and the way they move and whatnot. I say that person gonna reach very, very, very far, very, very far. How are we looking there? Are we still on synergy? Right. That's good. Well, for those of you who are looking, remember we go to our 15 minutes because we have a lot of people online and a lot of people who have downloaded the app and it's, you know, as I tell you, we need to do things differently now. We need to, after this weekend, meet with so many persons from the international community and just bouncing them up at events and whatnot. And when I go to Port of Spain, even the last 2 years, but the last time they had carnival, it was really crazy. This year, it was more crazy with photos and videos and everybody bumping into me. I.A.N, can I get a picture? We look at you from Boston. We look at you from England. You know, we look at you from up the Caribbean. In fact, I met some people from Jamaica. A large contingent of Jamaican. You know, they were here for carnival. And boy, they are locked on. They are locked on. They know all the ads running, every ad. And they would... And also TTT, is TTT? They apologize that it's a mistake and, you know, no need to mash them up. No need to mash them up. I mean, with respect to Peter Minshire, because we were all saddened past it. No, he's okay because I know he spoke earlier. He spoke earlier. We have that video. He was in Port of Spain earlier. If you were in Port of Spain, you would have seen him. You know? I can't remember. I can't remember where the police. Where you say where was the police? Or was I wrong in the zone? Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Next year, we're doing our own thing. Next year, we're doing our own all-inclusive. Yeah. A nice thing. And you see all this thing. And it's, I realize they have a mentality. You know, people, like when people see you with another race, liming and partying and just, people force people to say, So like you're going on you join P&M, it's like I was chatting with somebody yesterday and the person said that all-inclusive was so nice I went to, and they didn't have too much, African people. Watch me. Anyhow, thanks, I'll see you. Just so. We're talking. And it's like, people still think like that? Does people still think like that? I detest racial people. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I cannot stand it. It's disgusting. It is low class. You're a low class person. You're dumb to speak like that. To speak about telling me how the all-inclusive was good because it didn't have too much African people. Well, then you should go home. You know why you should go home? Because African was singing the calypso. Yeah, it's African singing. When you go with your racist self and you feel it, only have one kind of people, then you shouldn't listen to no calypso. No, none of the artists and jump up and wave. Because I ain't seen is not a chutney thing. I've seen calypsonians and they have African ethnicity. We just stop this racial thing, boy. Like, stop it. Like, cool all yourself for that, boy. Cool all yourself. Don't come around me with that, and I different, you know. That is why I have a show. I bring in East Indian and African on the show. Anybody want to come and sing and dance? They'll come. Yum Yum, mash up the dance here Friday. Who don't like it? I Do Business, Eddie Charles, everybody. Everybody was here. We had a great time. You should go back and look at Friday's program. Really, really nice. The line was good. And I met so many people on Friday. In fact, let me see if I have this photograph here. Let me see if I have a photograph here. Right? I wonder if I have this photograph. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Open up the lines. (6714062). I had on Friday. It's Friday, boy. Yeah, Friday. After here, soon, the owner of and I need to post up these photos, really nice photos, you know. Really, really nice. I'll have to go through my phone and get it, right? And the owner of SNS Passad celebrated her birthday, and Sunita, really nice, you know, and nice time. They treated me so nice. In fact, I had some drinks with them at 519 on Saturday, on Friday. I think it was Friday, boy. Yeah, it was Friday. So that's Sunita from SNS Passad, and I want to tell her thanks. She's really a great supporter of my show. Yeah, they advertise every month, religiously. And it was her birthday. I think her birthday would have been on Tuesday, and she celebrated her birthday. And I have the little clip of yeah. Go ahead. How long again? Open up the line 6714062. Let me hear from you a little bit now. Let me hear what's going on, but we just have to keep this race, and we mustn't be culturally divided. Go ahead. And we have some nice photographs of Sunita from SNS Passad. Her husband was also there. He's a great guy. Sean is a great guy. Yeah. So little photographs and whatnot. They treated me so nice. I have more photographs. I'll have to check. I just pulled it off fast, Sunita. Okay, but I wish you all the best. You're a great person. And I tell her, if I feel I'll be wrong, I'll be wrong. I'd be wrong. I'd be San Fernando, Port of Spain, all over. You know? Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So, just to let you know that yeah, Emil Ali. I'm looking for Emil Ali. Yeah, anybody has information about Emil Ali? We are trying to locate him. Emil Ali. If you know, I'd like to speak to him. I realize his ID is of Karamat Street, El Dorado. Emil Ali, could you contact me? Also, an Arima PA taxi driver was reported missing after he was last seen around 2 p.m. at his home on Thursday. The man has been identified as Simon Ramlogan, a.k.a. Fari of Edward Street, Old Road, Arima. Ramlogan, Silver, Nissan, Almera, registration PCL 4602. All these are on my page right now. We're trying to see once we could get him. Also, BP Renegades. Steel Orchestra came out on top of the National Panorama competition in Queen's Park, Savannah. Right? We have that list there. What's this pan in Enterprise? What's the name of it? Huh? And, hey, let me tell you something. Pan real big, eh? For those of you not in the pan, watch me. I was not really no pan fan, eh? But recently when in fact, Professor Hubert Daisley and I went across to in the preliminaries, right? And they were practicing. One day after I think I had, it was his birthday, and we had some drinks at the Hyatt, and we just went across, and I tell you this, but don't, watch me, remember Professor Hubert Daisley, after we went across there, Professor Hubert Daisley is a great guy, I'm a real friend, but nevertheless, so BP, Renegade Steel Orchestra came out top at the National Panorama competition. Black Stallion wife, Patsy Celeste, joined the band on the stage and whatnot. BP Renegades led the pack with 283 points, while Republic Bank Exodus came in second with 280 points, while Nutrient Silver Stars in the third place with 276 points. But don't get tired. Don't get tired. Come back to me. I had to big up my Shagona's band too. Tropical Angel Harps. Because they entered the competition and just followed a small band from right in the prize enterprise here. And I think I want to do something for brass, yeah, next year, for brass, and bring a big competition to south of the Caroni River, just to bring people together. Don't think that this is for one race thing and thing. I don't like that, and everybody come out, and the Tropical Angel Harps. It's tropical? Huh? Yeah, look, there's what? That is not them. No, come back to me. No, I said that is not the Panyard. That is not the Panyard in Enterprise, girl. Let me see it. Yeah, let me see it. That is them. All right. Get them a play. All get them. Watch them now, Tropical Angel Harps. Watch them. Great is the price. Oh God, I'm gonna play tomorrow for all of you. We're going to chop the, and you know, like business people in Central and whatnot, and they how to get involved and big up with people. We have a pan group, they have a pan group, Tropical Angel Apps, and they went to the big competition. They made the finals. I think they made, I don't know, but they look at them. So when they pass down, they don't even think it's just them kind of people. But don't worry, they have my support. Come next year, they have my support. Get a number for the person in charge of that band. If we have to do t-shirts and be part sponsor, things like that. We want to get the I.A.N network. I want to get involved in things like that. Make young people feel nice and go up and town and be the little party. People like that. You know? Yeah, that's a competition. Hold on, look some. Yeah, talk to me. Hold on. Oh, in the junior band, they came in first. Yeah, Tropical Angel Apps in the junior band. Very good. Now tomorrow we got to rock that. We got to rock that. So company, business, big companies, invest in them, have your logo, treat them nice. Because they come from Shagona, they practice, and look at them little boy and them little girl and playing and jumping up on the pan and thing. No, man. No, send out our people, bring brass to Shagonas. Brass must only be in town. Brass that comes south of the Carney River. Things that come south of the Carney River. Yeah, culture must come south of the Carney River. Culture from south of the Carney River must be taken up in Port of Spain. Yeah, I felt good when I saw Ricky Jai and I saw Viking, Ding Dong and all of them. Yeah, they gotta come down. Culture must come, leave Port of Spain and come to Sugar, vice versa. It must be an exchange. There must be no barriers, no cultural barriers. We don't want that. Nobody telling us something, yeah? Come next year. My network, I remember when I say things that's happening, I will play a role, mark my word. We will play a role, and it's all about bringing people together. It's not a ranks thing or image or my logo. Yeah, I don't need that. I pass that. As I tell somebody, I don't need to advertise. I don't need to put my name on a billboard and, I don't need to do that. Who don't know me? Well, I don't know again. No program, no 1 hour show could give you that kind of, response and, and so ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. Oh my God, we're out of time. Have to go now. So this is I.A.N. Have a wonderful night. Send me a WhatsApp. Let me know what you're doing. What you did for Carnival. Maybe you have a little picture you want to show up here. Dino scene is just to bring people together. It's all about bringing people together. Bring them together. Let's one love. Let's be happy. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
Yo, there's a jungle out.